Intro. What if the ways your brain fails are actually its greatest strengths? We're so often told about our cognitive biases, our limited attention, our terrible memory, and how these flaws hold us back. But what if that entire story is wrong? What if the very things we label as limitations are, in fact, brilliantly evolved features designed for a complex world? These features, when understood, can make you a faster, more effective learner. I've spent months digging into the neuroscience and psychology, and the results are genuinely surprising. In this video, we'll explore 12 so-called limitations. For each one, the conventional wisdom, how it fails you, then the hidden superpower it unlocks. Small working memory, genius at abstraction, forgetting, the secret to remembering what matters. Chapter 1. Let's start with one of the most common complaints about our minds: limited attention. You're trying to focus on a task, but your brain can only hold one, maybe two things in its spotlight at once. A notification pops up, someone across the room says, "Your name, your concentration is shattered." It feels like a design flaw, right? We wish we could multitask like a supercomputer processing dozens of streams at once. But this narrow focus isn't a bug. It's what allows deep, meaningful processing. Your senses are bombarded with millions of bits every second. The texture of your clothes, the hum of the air conditioner, the faint smell of coffee, the feeling of the chair beneath you. If you had to process all of that consciously, you'd be paralyzed. Attention acts as a filter, an aggressive gatekeeper. Only this matters right now. By cutting out the noise, your cognitive resources devote fully to the task. It enables a surgeon performing a delicate operation and a writer building a complex world. This filtering separates signal from noise. At a loud party, when you're engrossed in a conversation, that's the cocktail party effect. Your brain suppresses other conversations to amplify the one you care about. The limitation isn't that you can't pay attention to everything. The strength is you don't have to. Your brain selects and dives deep, where understanding and mastery are forged. The trick isn't getting more attention but directing that powerful, narrow spotlight. Chapter 2. Okay, what about working memory? This is your brain's RAM, the mental scratchpad where you hold information temporarily, like a phone number you're about to dial. And famously, it's tiny. Back in 1956, psychologist George Miller proposed the magical number 7, plus or minus 2, suggesting we can only hold about 5 to 9 items at once. It seems incredibly restrictive. Why wouldn't evolution give us a bigger mental workspace? Well, because this constraint forces one of the most powerful processes in all of learning: chunking. Since you can't hold 20 individual letters in your head, your brain automatically groups them into meaningful patterns. You don't see the letter C, you don't see the letter A, you don't see the letter T, you see the single concept, cat. This process of compressing vast amounts of information into a single, abstract idea is the bedrock of expertise. A chess grandmaster doesn't see 32 individual pieces. They see patterns, they see threats, they see opportunities, chunks of strategic meaning. Their working memory isn't bigger, it's just better organized. This limitation is a relentless push towards abstraction and efficiency. Your brain is forced to find the underlying pattern to connect the dots to build a mental model instead of just holding a list of raw facts. A great concrete tip: consciously apply this when learning anything new. Don't just memorize individual pieces. Actively ask yourself, what is the single idea or pattern that connects these items? By forcing yourself to chunk, you're not just memorizing, you're building understanding. Chapter 3. This one might be the most counterintuitive of all. We hate forgetting. We study for hours only to find the information has vanished by the time the test comes. We meet someone new and their name evaporates from our mind seconds later. Forgetting feels like the ultimate enemy of learning. But what if I told you that forgetting is not only natural, but essential for a robust, flexible memory? Your brain isn't a passive hard drive that just loses data over time. It's an active gardener, pruning away unused connections. This pruning process serves a critical purpose: generalization. If you remembered every single detail, your mind would be cluttered. Forgetting specifics lets you keep dogginess. More importantly, the act of forgetting and then struggling to recall information is what strengthens the memory trace. This is the principle behind the spacing effect. When you space out your study sessions, you allow yourself to forget a little in between. that subsequent effort to retrieve the information signals to your brain. Hey, this is important, I had to work to get it back. This is far more effective than cramming, where the information feels easy because it never left short-term memory. So, to leverage this, use spaced repetition systems. They test you right before you're about to forget it, forcing effortful retrieval that builds lasting memory. Forgetting isn't a failure of memory, it's a critical step in the process of remembering. Chapter 4. Confirmation bias is the poster child of cognitive flaws. It's our tendency to favor information that confirms our existing beliefs and to ignore evidence that contradicts them. We are constantly warned to fight against it, and that is excellent advice for someone who has already formed a strong, well-researched opinion. But what about when you know nothing? In this initial phase of learning, confirmation bias has a hidden and incredibly useful upside. It accelerates hypothesis testing. Maybe all past tense verbs end in ed. You collect walk walked, talk talked, then hit run ran, go went. Use it to quickly find the 80% rule, then consciously switch gears to seek the exceptions. That's the anchoring effect. The first number served as an anchor that dragged their final judgment. It's a useful first hypothesis. Is it perfect? No. But it's far better than having no hypothesis at all. Psychologically, the pain of losing is about twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining. This is loss aversion. Most people would refuse the bet, even though the expected value is positive. But this intense desire to avoid failure has a powerful motivational upside. Reframe, eliminate mistakes. Focus on identifying the specific errors you're making and drill them until the pain is gone. Heuristics, rules of thumb, are efficiency, not sloppiness. They bootstrap understanding from limited data for quick, good enough decisions. They are fast pattern-matching programs built from experience. Given bounded rationality, satisficing conserves cognitive energy and leads to quicker, happier action. 99% of the time, intended function is exactly what you need. Know when to flip to creative. Use the sting as data. Analyze and adjust. Outro. So, there you have it, 12 limitations that are actually sophisticated features of your cognitive toolkit. Narrow spotlight of attention enables deep focus. Forgetting helps you remember. Storytelling of memory guides future actions. The point is not that our brains are perfect. They are not. The flaws we fixate on are not random bugs. They are trade-offs, product of millions of years of evolution. Designing a system that can learn, adapt, and make good enough decisions. In a complex, uncertain world. Understanding this changes everything. Rather than fighting your brain's natural tendencies, work with them. Use the spacing effect to your advantage. Leverage loss aversion to motivate practice. Use your bias for conformity to learn new skills rapidly. Shift perspective, not a flawed machine but a quirky learning partner. Your brain isn't broken, optimized for different problems. I hope this gave you new appreciation for the machine between your ears. If you enjoyed this deep dive, like and subscribe. Comment below which limitation surprised you most. Next video, practical, actionable ways to harness these quirks. You won't want to miss it.